Yo, yo.
Yup.
What's happening?
Yeah, hello.
Yep. I can hear you. So, how's the weekend been?
Been cool. Yeah. Resting.
Ready for another big week?
I need a big week this week. Right? This last week was not good. I feel like I damn near broke even.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that ended the week in the negative. You
Right.
know, it's basically starting off with a clean slate.
Shit, I almost ended the week negative. I had to go in and get what was mine damn near.
There you go. There you go. They say I gotta come into the morning and leave
Hmm.
with something. If
Yeah.
I show up, I'm leaving with something. That's how he feels.
Me
So
too, because I was down. I think I was down like 600, and I brought it all the way back up.
good, good. So I'm just doing a little back test on S&P.
Mm.
So all the indices move similar, but just marking off some key levels. So we had this recent swing right here,
Uh-huh.
and we're expanding on the daily. So it's an uptrend until we have a change. So we're still making higher highs. It's possible that this day could close as a red day to retest this zone that's over here. But we'll see.
Oh, I- okay. What are you in the daily? Okay, you're in the
Yeah,
daily.
yeah, yeah. That was a daily. Yeah. So just the most recent swing on the daily. Let's see, we're in breakout right now. So
Uh-huh.
and it's a new month. So coming up on the next day.
Uh-huh.
This is July. It's weird how they have my date set up a little bit different. So New York. This is 12 a.m. So this is Friday. All right. So we're about to trade Friday. I'll mark off the high and a little the previous day.
Are you in
So
current day or are you in 2019? Okay.
yeah, 2019. Yeah. So that's our high and low for the previous day, which is Thursday. I see that Monday. It's been trending up the whole week. So Monday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday closed up, Wednesday. Then we had our first red day
Mm-hmm.
on Thursday. So leaving us, let me take off this magnet, leaving us with something like this. Oh, that's that zone
Trading in the zone.
already. So we
What's
took
that?
out,
Yeah, trading in the zone. Is that the
By
name?
Mark
Uh
Douglas.
huh.
Yeah, that's it.
I did the audio for it, the audio, but I felt like I needed to pick that book up to read it.
Oh, we got Didi on the stream. Hold on, let me invite him. Yo, I don't know if you can hear us, but you say you listened to the audiobook of Trading in the Zone.
Yeah.
What you think about it? What's some takeaways that you like from it?
Um, it's been a while since I actually went over the podcast. But I like some of the stuff you're saying as far as like, being a patient trader, you gotta wait for the setups.
Hmm. I
I think
remember. Hmm? Go ahead. My bad.
I think the main reason like a lot of traders are impatient is because they don't know how the market moves. I think
True.
once you understand how the market moves, that impatience goes away.
It does. It does. Because you can be looking at price and you'll see something like this
hmm
and you'll try to buy it up here just to get taken out from type stop losses.
Yeah,
But I mean, once you see the pattern, then you're like, okay, I just need to wait.
yeah. I feel like once you understand how to trade for real, it's just like, oh, okay. I'm not even gonna enter this bullshit.
Exactly. You know.
You're like, I know exactly what the market gonna do when people you start to learn how to stay out the market because you already
Yeah.
know how to move. That's when you
You
don't know
don't.
how the market work. You taking these stupid trades and losing all the time.
Hmm. And the thing is, the market's gonna it's always gonna have a move.
hmm
Just because you miss one doesn't mean you mix the next.
Yeah,
There's no real sense of urgency.
yeah.
That's the thing, just keeping a calm, level head when, in times of stress. So we got here, sparking off these 15 level zones, 15-minute zone.
It's only tapped into it.
Mm.
Okay, and then broke above, tapped into it.
These candles look funky.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
So there's a indicator that I use on my trading view. It's called no gaps candles, and it fills it in so it looks a lot cleaner. I don't think they have it over here. Gap. Nope. All right. Because this one minute looks a little crazy. So we got this. Broke past that high. Broke past this. Got that one. Tap the 50. Retest continues. Now we're coming into this zone. It's 12 over 4 hours. It's one more 4 hour candle.
It
Okay.
looked like it broke inside. It tapped
Yeah.
into it, and I always notice after it taps into something, it comes for a deeper pullback.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks out the zone, taps it, shoots up, and then it comes all the way back for a deeper pullback before it shoots up completely.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Since yesterday was the first red day of the week, we had volume that started up here, closed below. We have this sharp downtrend forming. So low lows, lower highs. And now we have a shift where we're coming up into a higher time frame level. So initially, when we get up to this level, we can expect some sort of retracement, but the whole week has been bullish. So if we do see a continuation up to the upside, because this is New York open now. It's like 9:30, a little bit past 9:30. We could see a rejection to confirm um, this red day, meaning
Uh-huh.
it's going to be a trend continuation to go down even further, at least retesting the zone. Because price opened up right here. This is our opening price. So we could be going up 3 pushes, 3 levels before we come back down. Right back over to the closing price area nearby this um, protected low.
Okay.
Put this on 1 minute. Let's see other. That's a little too zoomed out. Don't like how these 1 minute candles look, but we'll just rock with it. I could barely tell. Okay.
Let's see. So I think it's gonna take out those lows.
Take out this right here. So what
Yeah.
we had is the breakout,
Pull back.
pull back, higher high.
And then
If we take these out,
take that out before it continues pushing up.
so we sweep this low, have a little bit of a reversal pattern, come up even higher. That's what we're looking for.
Yep. That's it. So you could probably see boop boop. There you go. Take a sell somewhere in here.
You know, all right. I mean,
But
if our thesis plays out, so
yeah, because that it didn't break through the high after it went pushed up.
this is like a 1-to-1 to the break of these lows right here.
Uh-huh.
We okay with this position?
Yeah, it's cool. I would put the risk reward just a little bit lower.
Just a little bit lower
No. The high.
of the high. So
Yeah,
like come down
yeah, come down a little bit. Damn, yeah, like right there.
right here.
Even though I know that's a protected high, but I don't think it's gonna push back up.
Okay. So we'll do it right here. Quick position. So it is $100,000 account. Want to risk
All right.
1% on this, or do
How much
half
is
percent?
1%?
1% is 1,000,
1,000.
or we can do 500.
Let's do 1,000.
Let's do 1,000. All right, we feel good about this one. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're in on the sell right here. Went straight up. See if it passes through here. No, we made equal highs. So stop loss above here. Let's see if that would have worked. It would have. It came down. So we just had stops too tight.
Damn. I
So
know.
having it over the protected high is better.
Yeah, that was the protected highs. Even
But
though I said it, I didn't think it would have pulled back too much.
see, you already know
Yeah.
what to do. You called it out.
Yeah.
All right. So let's this is good that we're learning this in back testing so that when it's time to put real money on the line, we won't make the same mistake. Now we took out this low, and this is price right here closing above this low bear candle, engulfing these two. So we would want to get back in on the retracement if it gives us a chance. So if price is going to continue going higher to take out the 50%, this would be a good position to get some asymmetrical risk reward. Now, do see that price sometimes gives us this kind of pattern before it really goes up. That's the pattern that we look for.
Yeah,
And looking at this, it did like one of
yeah.
these,
I call
right?
it the Nike check. Remember?
Exactly, exactly. We know the pattern that we're looking for.
Yeah.
So this is a small stop loss, and we're not gonna say we're gonna take it over here, but this is like our final TP. We'll just see how price is moving. We'll do another 1%. We'll see.
Boom.
So now it came back over to the zone.
Mm-hmm.
If we break these lows,
Yeah, it's not so bad. Well,
right. But we could just be consolidating over here before we trade up higher. So
yeah.
we'll have to monitor it. Let's see, we did break those lows. So that would be like a good indicator in live time. Be like, okay, maybe I should be taking some off. But we'll wait and see.
I feel like it still need to sweep some more. Right? Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? Right. So you
Let's
see what actually
go.
happened?
Hey,
That
sweep
same
that.
pattern
Yeah.
came down, pulled back.
Sweep that low again to go higher.
That's the
And
same
then,
pattern we're looking for. See, putting
yeah.
your stop losses below these levels is good, but
Mhm.
that's really close.
That's
At this point, with a big engulfing candle like this, we shouldn't expect price to come back,
yeah. It should be all momentum.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, everybody's trapped in no man's land. So we're already up 1 to 1. So we got our 1% now, which is well, we're up $1,100. It's a good time to, you know, break even. Let's see. Oh, still up
You know what
1,100.
I noticed? Like a
What's
lot of
that?
time when I move my price to break even too fast, it comes back and take me out and make the move. So I'm
It
having to
does.
like
It
hold,
does that.
hold. Yeah, it keeps happening every time. I'm like I'm moving it too soon to break even.
True. And one thing to note is when you look back on your trades, see that try to see if there was a position where you could have got in earlier, right?
Mm, yeah.
Not even earlier, but have a better position. You could have had a
What
better
I,
position by waiting.
yeah, I think what I noticed as well too is like that can sometimes the candle get to pushing too fast, like, and then like the way the market enters you, it enters you a little bit above where you initially try to enter.
Yeah, that's the spread. Yeah,
Yeah, so it always puts you in a bad position. You're like, damn. So sometimes I'll exit to get in a better entry.
that's a good practice because if you feel like you didn't have the right entry, there's always a chance that you can get a better one.
Yeah, the pullback when it comes back a little bit, I'm like, okay, it comes down lower. That's a better entry, and I feel like price won't come touch it.
So you see how this last candle
Uh huh.
was right here is kind of like a doji not breaking past this one. It just
Yeah.
wicked above.
Uh-huh.
For me, this would be a good time to consider taking partials, but I can't do it on this backtesting software. So
Yeah.
I would probably look to close everything out, especially almost getting stopped out. Just take the
Yeah.
money. But we'll see. So that right there is a good sign to just mitigate risk. So if it does come back, I'll at least get close to 1%, just so that we get paid on the first trade. There we go. About 1,300 up.
Damn, that stop loss tight as hell.
It is, but we're gonna walk away with at least $800.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and take everything off now at this point. Partials is oh, you can do partials now.
I thought it said that you need to be like a pro or something.
You do, you do.
Yeah, you gotta get the pro future.
That's okay. So I can't. Oh, I can't even close it out. It has to hit the stop loss.
That's stupid.
That's weird. All right, so that's 800.
That's why I said, see, it's better to just let it keep running, moving that stop loss,
Mm-hmm.
missing more because it's gonna always pull back some.
Oh yeah, it definitely will.
That's why I keep saying, like, every time I do that, it's like I get taken out, and then the bigger move happens. I'm like, damn. So instead of making way more, you making like a $30, $100, like, nah.
This is true, and it's something to notice when you are in a trade too. Because if you feel like you have a lot of times where it'll come back to break even and hit your stop loss,
Hmm.
I'd rather take the break even. But at the same token, once you get used to like taking one-on-ones and getting paid every single, well, having higher chance of getting a profitable day
Hmm.
consistently, then you
Hmm.
can, find one position on the day where it's like, all right, I'm gonna hold on to this one and then have a few other scalps. So our higher time frame and I guess preference right now is still shorts since we see that we're back on a higher time frame zone. But with the amount of volume and I guess that level of push that we're getting, we could make a higher high. Right now, it's 11:30 a.m. 12 lunchtime. 1:30. So we're still trading up higher. This just could be the end of day consolidation range.
Hmm.
We're in this upper 50% of the zone. Breakout. Yeah. So on this day, that's the previous day. Yeah. This day was more or less a
Yeah, you ain't get no movement.
mm, so this was a red day, opened up right here, and we just had three levels of rise, and we closed near the breakout level.
Mm. Hello? 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 Oh, damn. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
it froze up.
Oh, it did? Oh, I get,
Yeah.
I get you
It
now.
froze. I don't know what happened. It froze up and then it stopped streaming.
Oh, it stopped streaming for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check it. Okay, yeah, we're good now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, so this is Monday, first day of the week. We had Friday that broke out of Thursday's high, closed near the open, and now leading up to NYSE. We'll see if this level stays up. The only thing that I'm not sure about is what the news is on the schedule. So it's usually 8:30,
Okay.
9:45, and 10 where we get news.
Oh, a cool thing about this,
Mm-hmm.
if you click on news, it'll bring you directly to Forex Factory, and it'll show you the news day. So
Ah,
yeah, click it, and then it'll
okay.
bring you straight to news.
Nice, nice. Thank you. So Monday is the 29th,
Yeah.
and on the 29th, we just had Japanese yen news. Let me see, all news for USD. That's all we need. There we go. So USD, no news on Monday. Awesome. So we can trade this regularly.
Dang,
So
my
this
battery.
is
Hold up. Put this in the charge.
that. This is our low of the day level. Now, this is our last swing right here. We have our boundaries, so this is the 50% of this breakout, and this is the most recent swing. We had this consolidation at the low of the day before we expanded, and now we're in our second expansion to the upside.
It's gonna pull back. I feel like, what, did it already tap it? I think it already
Right here.
tapped it.
Yeah.
The zone that it
One,
broke. Yeah.
yeah. One,
We
two,
should see a deeper retracement.
3, and we'll see if we have a reversal after we break this low.
I think we'll see a deeper retracement. Oh,
We may, because usually we break the high, then come back and break the low. Yep. But I don't think we got something deeper. We broke that level.
okay.
I'll zoom in a little bit.
That's better. What type of candle are we?
Yeah, this is S&P. They're a little weird. Sometimes they have nobody. So
Oh, okay.
you see that we broke that low over there, leaving a long wick behind, closing above this little area.
Mhm.
It is 9:32. Let's see if we get a little bit more volume. There's no news on the day, so if we wanted to get an early position, it's a little bit of risk. It's like 15 pips right there. And
then to the high.
it's at the midpoint of that consolidation.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. That's much better. All right. Whew.
Yes, I knew it. He was gonna do a deeper pullback.
Yep.
Remember what I told you? Whenever price taps, it has to come deeper.
So
and that's the deep pullback. Now we're gonna see the
It's
real
the
move.
swing
Uh-huh.
breakout.
That's the tap.
Well, actually, yeah, this was breakout.
To break out the tap, and we have to wait for it to come deeper
All
into
the
it.
way down here. We took out everything that was in this area. So
Yep. And now we should start seeing a
let's see.
reaction. Boom. I'll take
You
this
go
entry
long
right
here.
here. Yeah. Because like it's sweep the lows. So it took all the money below. So that's what I was looking at. And it already tapped. So they needed to take those lows below it to give us the true move. So now I should just
I
fly
do
through.
like that.
That's the setup. I'll be noticing when I be back testing. I'm like, damn. Come on.
Actually, yeah, this is looking good. So what happened? Came up here, had some pullbacks, made
Mhm.
equal lows. Now,
And now I'm about
yeah,
to put
it's
up.
looking like
That's that's how I cut that trade Friday on NQ. I wait for that for it to
hmm
take out the lows, where I call it liquidity, where money is sitting below it, and then it
um
shoots up.
that was I think on Friday we had 9:45 a.m. news, right? Yeah. So what
Uh
time
huh.
did you enter?
I waited for news, so I think I entered like
Oh, that's
9:55,
nice.
10
That's
o'clock.
nice. Right before the start of the new hour and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in drawdown for like, you know, I think it was like 10, 15 minutes, and then it just pushed
Nice,
up.
nice. We had a good position. Okay. So came down and broke these lows right here. Yeah,
Damn,
it
did it
did.
take us out?
Let's see what
Yeah.
price is doing.
Everything I could think of is coming to that a little zone on the
Over
bottom.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
so on the day, price came down to this area where we have our low of the day. Came out, broke
Hmm.
these highs, had a little bit of a pullback,
Uh-huh.
created this swing, which is being tested right now on
Hmm.
the 50 point. So on zones like these, because this would be like a 15-minute zone, it's best to get in or at the 50% or better.
That's what I was expecting
Yeah,
for it to push. I didn't expect it to come
yeah.
up
So
low.
when we want to enter, getting in at the 50 is to mitigate the risk. So if we saw that price came back here, oh, we saw the initial reaction coming back. So we would want to wait for that retest. We could have our stop loss at the bottom of that zone to come back up.
Mhm.
Not necessarily all the way to this level, but this would be our next zone. So let's see
Hmm.
what happens.
I think that second entry would be better.
Nope.
Damn. Oh, yep. Don't tell me this is the true move. Let's see.
It could be. No, it's
Nope.
downtrend.
It's
Yeah.
too low.
Now
Hmm.
we're approaching the low of the
Damn.
day.
Okay, what did we miss? Because it definitely showed like it wanted to push high.
Because since
Maybe.
London session down here,
Uh-huh.
starting London session, we've had
Hmm.
just an uptrend, respecting these lows until
Uh-huh.
these lows right here got violated just now. It
What time is it?
is almost 10 o'clock, so 9:53.
Uh, okay. Can you zoom in a little bit? Let me see something. Okay, boom. Okay. Just like right here, when we entered initially, because it didn't make
Right
a
here.
new high, price drop. yeah,
Yeah, wherever we into, it
yeah,
felt to
wherever
make
we
a new
into,
high.
it
So
felt to make a new high. So we're gonna get that drop.
Yeah, so all this right
damn,
here.
sometimes yeah,
Damn,
sometimes it's
sometimes
hard. Like you
yeah,
don't see
sometimes
it
it's
till
hard.
like
Like you
after
don't
it
see
plays
it
out.
till like after it
Yeah.
plays out.
Because we got in, but it
Because
never
we got
created a
in,
new high.
but it
So
never
yeah,
created a new high. So we
price
already
is
know
targeting something else.
price is targeting
Again, if
something
it was
else.
ready for an reversal,
Yeah, it would have
we
shot up.
we would have
Yeah, it would have
closed
shot
above
up.
this bar, and we
Yeah,
didn't. Came
Yeah,
up,
that's wicked.
see, came up,
Damn.
left a big doji over here, closed
Hmm.
above, but not out of the zone. Came back. All right.
damn.
Oh,
So
damn.
that was like two loss.
So that was like two loss.
Yes. Yeah. That's all right though. This is S&P. I have this is the first time I think I'm back testing S&P now.
For real.
Yeah.
For
We
real.
usually do Nasdaq, Dow Jones, but it's all the same thing.
I feel the Dow be moving
I
weird
feel the
though.
Dow be
When
moving weird. Cause when
well, okay, when that
oh okay when
Nas
that
was shooting low,
Nas was shooting
the
low,
Dow was shooting high.
the Dow was
Yes.
shooting high.
Yeah, they don't all move the same sometimes. And it's like
Hmm.
whenever I look at it, I'm just see, all right, are we above yesterday's high or yesterday's low? Like where are we at? And
Hmm.
do I see a pattern forming like within the using the past 2 days on like the 15 minute? Try to spot like, where price could be heading to next. So I would look at it like this. See if there's like a 3 day setup building. Now, this is Thursday. Thursday closed as a red day. Friday closed above near the high. So this is a green day
Hmm.
because we have this dump and then we pump back up. So now we're
Hmm.
above this little swing right here that created this new high right up here,
Hmm.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
So
okay.
I guess that area
That,
was never
I guess
mitigated
that
too.
area was never
right,
mitigated
right.
too, right?
The
So
London low.
The
yes.
London low.
So now we have this right
Okay.
here. Hold on.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have this right here that we could come back down, trade lower, or trade up higher.
Right.
But
Fire. Okay.
Damn.
you
Damn.
know, the higher, maybe not even necessarily higher time frame, but looking back within the past 2 days just to see, all right, where are we at? This right here is just like big zone
Yeah.
because this is the
Yeah.
most recent swing to make that past swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn, I guess we were just looking at
Damn, I guess we were just looking at
where we at right now.
where we
Yeah,
at
When you
right
zoom
now.
out, it's like,
And
oh
then when
shit,
you zoom out, it's like, oh
because
shit.
we were
this zone
expecting,
hasn't been mitigated.
This zone hasn't
yeah,
been
we're
mitigated.
expecting this
Uh-huh.
zone to hold up,
Yeah, yeah.
but it didn't,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's all right. We were wrong about that.
yeah.
Looking in on the 1 minute, there was an opportunity if you just took a trade based off the reaction. Like if we put in a limit,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and let's just say we're gonna put this as our stop loss, this is our take profit. We would add that 1 to 1 in 1 minute, straight off the reaction of the zone, because this is a higher time frame zone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we want to be in tune with the direction of the day and get a good position, then one thing that I failed to notice, one thing that we should notice, especially when we're trading live time, is our higher day level.
Mm-hmm.
This was the higher day. We broke out,
Mm-hmm.
closed in between, consolidated, then
Mm-hmm.
fell down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the setup.
So that.
That was the setup. And if
Mm.
we look at it on the 1 minute, we'll see.
We ignored that.
Yeah,
We
we
ignored
failed to
that.
realize that. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's why we in a lag.
Yeah.
So we broke out, pulled back,
Tap, tap.
consolidated, right?
Look at how
And
price
look,
fed to make
look at
high.
how price fed to make high. Once it
Yep.
that one.
So
Yeah.
even if we took the 50 of the swing, which is this high,
Mhm.
this low that created the high, we traded up into it one,
Uh-huh.
2, 3 times. Could have entries,
Fell
And then
right?
fell
like a
to
higher high.
like a higher high.
This would be our stop loss. And
Below.
And
asymmetrical risk
below.
reward, high day to low day, 1 to 4. That's the type of setup when it's when you see it from
Yeah.
all time frames, right? Because it's the same thing. You just
Mhm.
could see a bigger picture. But even if I put it in the 1 minute and just zoomed it out, it would look crazy, but it would still make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing that we see on the 15-minute. High a day, low of day, yesterday's high, yesterday's low. No, yesterday's low is right over here. But I don't think we're going to go that far. But yeah, that's what we need to do every single day when we're looking at the pairs. And it doesn't take that long to mark off these levels. So that higher time frame zone that we're looking at right here, mark it off. That's the high.
Mhm.
What's this? That's the high. So this low. And this 15-minute candle, this is 10 o'clock. This is 10 o'clock 15-minute candle. We were coming down with so much force. Now it is, look, 10 o'clock on the
Yeah,
dot.
in a
So
wick.
10 o'clock on the dot, we wicked into that 50%. And this way. We'll see what we get. Close below. So now we have this, a nice pullback. Looks like it's about 50% from this drop. Breaks low.
Price is dropping.
Yeah, price is dropping. Shit.
Okay, broke that
Okay, broke that
swing.
small swing. Mhm.
This was the former lower day level. What's going on? Got this. Pull back higher. Closed above. Consolidate. Deeper pullback,
Mhm.
but
Equal lows.
equal lows.
Equal lows. Broke above.
This back. That was completely mitigated. Now we have
Hmm.
Breaking a come back and tap.
It's gonna come back and
It's possible.
it's gonna take out the lows. Let's see if it does it. Okay.
Tapped right into the 50. This consolidation. Big reaction.
Okay. Boom.
So we had the high of the day, so
Mhm.
came back. And this was the high that made this slow. So we just broke above the 50, right?
Mhm.
Broke and closed above. Now we're at this level. We have this level, and then this is the top. Higher time frame, we're on a downtrend. Lower time frame, right now we're on an uptrend. So if we pull back into this area, it's potential that we can have highs to come back up to mitigate this further. But just remember that this is the 50 of that leg down. $33.
Taking out the lows. It's gonna take that one out too. We took that one out. It's gonna take that one out. Let's see. Is it gonna shoot up? Yeah, take that one out.
So now we've taken this out, right?
Mm-hmm. But I feel like the other one could have been touched, unless it's just gonna leave them. Take that one out too. Take that out. Boom. That's the move right there. That's the move.
This is the move to go up or
Yeah.
down.
Up.
To go up.
Yeah, let's see if it breaks above that swing.
This one right here.
I was taking the higher one.
This one right here.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, it reacted kind of strong there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should take it at least to right here.
Yeah. Take the trade.
Right?
Yep.
That was it right there.
Boom. It's the 1-to-1. More profit.
So now
That shit beautiful.
it is. When you see it happening too. Because
Yeah.
it's muscle memory. So now check out this level. This was taken out. Got this protected though.
Wait, where did the one start? Where did you start counting?
Oh, here. So
One.
this was the down move, right?
Mhm.
Until we broke some highs. So this is our 1.
One. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2.
This is 2.
3 has to
3.
pick up.
Yep. 3 breaks above.
4 has to take out
4 has to take out
2.
2, which
Bro.
it did, and it immediately came up.
Yeah.
So you want to get in on the pullback as close as you can to the slow.
Yep. Okay.
So you get your entry right around over here, and it would look like this. because you want to get in on the pullback while it's getting back. But if you see that this closes bullish, you get a bearish candle closing, and then we close above, then you still got a 15 pip stop loss, like a safer entry.
Mm-hmm.
It goes all the way up to that high. So that was good. One p.m. Move this. Clean this up a bit. We got this low. That is the current low of the day. We experienced a deeper pullback that took out these lows. So we took out the high of the day, the low of the day. We're back inside that consolidation range, right? So if we want to go long,
Mm-hmm.
we want to see a reversal pattern near the lows. If we
Okay.
want to go short, we got the same thing. We got to see a reversal pattern near the highs. You move this out. Hey. Now, that low into that high. So this bearish candle that's up here. Notate that on the 15 minute. 1 minute. Looks like this. Yeah, that's that. So 15 minute. Yeah, kind of going down. Check. Yeah. Like right there. All right. Previous 15 minute candle was engulfing. This current candle took the high and is going down. So it is 107.
Is it gonna tap or is it gonna like go below it? Let's see.
So this is the start of a new 15 minute candle. See, we have this type of candle right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, we'd want a pullback into that wick to get a great position if it allows us to do so.
Okay.
That looks like that.
Damn.
You see that,
That's a precise entry.
right? So it's not bad of a stop loss. That's if price doesn't pull back further, which it could tap into the 50,
Mm-hmm.
which would give us a lot better risk reward,
Okay.
and it will look something like that. So we'll see what price does. It does
You don't
pull
think
back.
price is gonna go high?
It could. It could.
I feel like it's gonna go high. Let's see. It might come back and tap into it.
So what we did was we broke and closed above,
Mm-hmm.
pulling back.
Mm-hmm. We're entering back into it.
Yeah. Higher time frame, we still got this zone back up here
Mm-hmm.
that could hold. And this could be just the second higher low or lower high. Sorry. So this could be a higher high and this could be a lower high that's created to make a lower low, possibly. Or vice versa. This could be the higher low to make a higher high. is above. Feeling to make a new high over here.
Hmm.
So at 120. And we could possibly come back down to this low.
I don't know. I don't know why I feel like it's gonna keep pushing higher.
It could. It could. I mean,
Mhm.
we're inside of this zone right here,
Uh-huh.
and we just wicked above. We'll pull back, and we closed above that 50, but we're still within this little swing point. Um, we've already taken out this high, and if this is just like a small pullback to go up higher, that's very well
Mhm.
possible. Or
Yeah.
this whole thing could reject. So, I mean, at this point, we haven't really had much confirmation on
Yeah.
where it could go. But for some reason, I was feeling shorts.
Let's see. Yeah, you might be right.
So that 1-to-1 delivered.
Okay.
But that's not to say the whole higher time frame might be going up. Let's see.
Yeah.
And the event, like the final TP would be down there, but
Yeah.
let's see. So now we're back at these lows.
Mm-hmm.
Do we close below? Doji. Now it could come back up, retest this, and fall, or just shoot right up. So it came back up, failed to retest, and closed below.
Oh, you were right. Damn.
So it didn't quite come all the way down. It's probably going to come back up to test this zone again, and then come
Mhm.
back down. We'll see. So it's just ranging. So from all this movement, failed to make a higher high,
Mm-hmm.
closed below, broke this high, respected this low.
Mm-hmm. Sweep that high. Well, equalize actually.
Yep. And then failed to make another high.
Then broke it. And we should get a higher high. I mean, shit.
Yep. So this whole thing was a was that right? Almost a $4 range? Yeah. So initially, if we got back at that 50 stop loss right here, our biggest RR was close to 1 to 4. Which ain't bad.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know. What was I reading wrong? Because you were looking for sell and I was looking for buys.
I mean, honestly, we both would be right depending on our position.
Yeah.
Because um, looking at this, this was the low. That broke
Mm-hmm.
out to make that high. So we have this little right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. And see, we're just bouncing back and forth. So we're respecting the 50.
Mm-hmm.
And here, this is for me, this would be like an indicator. Okay, we're respecting these lows, or we can just be building up more money, more pool up in this
Mm-hmm.
whole situation to just come back down further and retest this as our last line of defense.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to go into the next day. So we just have this end of day consolidation range from afternoon session. 12 o'clock put in the high and the low of the, I guess, afternoon session. And we just consolidated.
Okay.
Had that bigger breakdown lower. Still didn't retest this, so higher time frame is telling us we could be selling off. That's one reason why I went with sells at this level, because it's near the last swing high.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do get a rejection off of here, then we can get more R, in my view.
Okay.
Uh, but close, do another day. $12.41, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday we have 10 a.m. USD news and 8:30 orange folder news. So 10:30 major red news and 8:30 orange folder. So this is the 8:30 candle right here. Look at it on 15. Mark our levels. I'm going to clean it off. So looking at the past 2 days, just marking it off. And our first red day back here on Wednesday, followed by a pump. So that was our first green day. Took out that swing low, pulled back. Oop. This is our high of the day, yesterday's high. Did we close above it or wick above it? It's like an equal high up there, which started to sell off, breaking below here.
Hmm.
Break down, pull back, continue from that level. So red day, green day. This was an inside day. Right? And inside days are something that you can pay attention to when you're looking on the charts. Like, say, if you're looking at a bunch of different instruments like gold, oil, or whatever, and you notice that you have an inside day, usually the inside day is hinting at we're going to take out a major level, possibly on the very next day.
Mm-hmm.
So from our inside day, we see that we pulled back to the high of the day, had a
Mm-hmm.
reversal, came back down, back into the previous day's low. That low would be right here. Let's see where this closed at. Yeah, this is our low of the day right there. So we get pretty close to it on the following day. Now we find ourselves in New York session. So I want to mark off this right here. Keep these levels in mind. All right. That's that high and low. This gets respected. So we have 10 o'clock news. We'll see what 9:30 does. What's that? This low gets swept. Yeah. So we broke that previous day's low. This is the next low that's down here.
Hmm.
Okay. So we're going to retest this little area of volume down here. This is where we had the okay.
Okay, broke above. Oh, and we got the pattern too.
You see it?
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that candle didn't break above the first one, unless you want to count that one.
You're
You
talking
see
about
it?
this candle right here?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I
it was
mean,
like an equal high.
look at what the whole day looks like. So on the day itself, we reached up to yesterday's high. This was our floor right here. We broke past it.
Mm-hmm.
Never had any type of retracement or real retracement. It's just creeping trend down. And now we see that we have some signs of bullishness coming up. So we have deeper retracements than we did on the previous day because volume's picking up. Um, this was our new low that made a high before continuing. So we broke that, pulled back, continued. This is our 50 level right here.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit closer. You have that little pattern right here where we came down.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're above this low.
Mm-hmm.
We're retesting the 50. That 50 would be the previous range,
Okay.
right? That's a good indicator because came up, took this low.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're to believe that this would be our target, this would be a decent area to get in. It is 9:30. It's a 9:30 candle.
Okay.
Let's see where this takes us. You see that?
Damn. Had to be news. What time is it?
It is. That was the 931 candle.
Shit. I wonder if it was news. Check to see.
News is at 8:30 today and 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I had to be news. Start before the news.
Yeah,
Because that wick could be crazy.
this was. That's a $2 candle.
That's gonna be the true move. I said re-enter, but I was doing the same thing. Damn.
Could be coming down to retest this higher time frame zone. As we came back and tapped it on that 130.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Work the buff and then tap right back in. Yeah. Ooh. Crazy.
deep pull back into that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that. Now,
Zoom out real quick.
Hmm?
Zoom out. I just want to see some. Damn. I guess it's too far.
too far?
No. As far as like to see what they tapped into, you probably have to tap into like higher time frame.
Oh. It tapped into this.
This area. Okay.
Yep.
But isn't it already validated? That's what sometimes be confusing me. So you see it already came into it. What the heck is it tapping again? It just came back into it just to tap it? Because if you look, it's mitigated like one, two, at least three times.
So I'll show you what it looks like on the 15 because I marked it off from the 15.
Okay.
So what I marked off was I see that we have this low that hadn't been taken out, and this big candle right here
Mm-hmm.
would probably look like a doji on a 4 hour. So this would be like a zone in itself. Um, I just took this right here because it's the lowest bullish candle on this time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it would act like as our support. There was no closure below the 50 level. So that's just lower time frame swings. On the higher time frame, for this to be invalidated, it would have to close below. And if it closes below, chances are it'll completely mitigate it. Just
So
like
it
how
has to
this
like
closed below.
completely, it
Yeah.
has to completely like come to it.
Yeah. So like if I
Mhm.
mark this off right here, which let's say the pullback, the actual pullback that brought us up to make a new high was this candle. Well, it would look kind of similar, right? So when I project this out, we wicked at the 50, but we didn't close below. You
Mhm.
see that if I draw the 50 out right here, we don't wick through it, we close below it. So
Mhm.
that, and we even violated the whole zone right there.
Mhm.
So we're going to keep moving further. So this would be invalidated. This one
So it's
right
when
here.
it comes, this when it comes all the way into it, then it validates it.
Yeah. So like you can get pullbacks, but these would be bullish entries on the pullback. So this would be the one up here,
Mm-hmm.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. This candle right here, you would have that one, two,
Mm-hmm.
three would break higher,
Big higher.
four and five would violate, and then
Uh-huh.
continue. Yeah.
So hold on, let me see if I get this right.
And these
So
are
just because it
15-minute
comes
candles.
into it, and it's completely coming all the way deep into it with a red candle, or like let's say it's going bullish, it needs to tap in with a red candle to fulfill it or mitigate the whole thing.
So you're talking about like I'm gonna put
Because a
that
lot of
back
time
up here.
I see this pattern, I'm thinking it's uh mitigated, but it's not. I'm assuming because price always comes all the way back into it.
Yeah,
See, I'm
it's
thinking it's mitigated from like how it pulls up, pulls all the way back in, and then shoots all the way up. But I guess not. It's a,
oh, you mean like okay, so you're talking about if I got this box right here
hmm
and at this point it's mitigated, right?
from
Is
the
that what you're
swing.
saying?
No,
Yeah.
if you look, okay, you uh, uh, let's see. Yeah, wouldn't that be mitigated because it came all the way back into it?
Yeah, this right here, this candle right here is mitigated. So, we
Okay.
have to look at something else now, right?
hmm
Because this candle, we would say if this holds, then instead of having something like this, where it gets mitigated, we'd
hmm
have something like this, where it's validated. So now
Uh,
that's our new low. Because this one right here, untouched. We traded up, retested, and then continued. So this
wait,
is
but
our
it didn't tap. Oh, okay, because it never broke. Okay.
yes,
I
yes,
see.
yes. There you
Damn.
go.
Okay. Okay. I got it
So
now.
so you see how we come up, violated, come
Yeah.
up, violated, but now we come up, and now it's validated.
That
This
means now it's a protected loan.
yes, and now we want to get in on the pullbacks for continuations
Mm-hmm.
till we break our higher time frame level. So this is
Yeah.
going to be an uptrend
Mm-hmm.
until we violate a level and then trade below something.
Okay. Okay. So you know how when we look all the way to the right, it came all the way back to it and then start pushing back up. That should be confusing me. I'm like, okay, so you see how it came back into it here,
Hmm.
and then it just shot up.
Yeah, that's because it was a place that was previously unmitigated. So people bought at that point in time and they've been
Mm-hmm.
holding in positions and more money, So I'll look at it this way. People have been buying since this area. So
Mm-hmm.
up here, we're just buying, we're buying, we're buying, we're buying. All of these lows
But
haven't been mitigated yet, right? Then we have, okay, these guys who went long over here, they're no
mm-hmm.
longer in the money. So
Mm-hmm.
now we have a change. We have downshift, more people getting liquidated until they build up more liquidity coming up and then sweep everybody and then tap into the people that were originally long
And right there.
from a couple days ago, right?
Uh,
So if you're a higher time frame trader, you'd see, oh, I'm in the money one day, and some people hold their trades for like months.
yeah.
So you're just holding it. You see, oh, there's a day where we close red. That's
Yeah.
like a warning signal. Then, boom, we close below the previous day's low. Where did we head? To the people who were originally in the money.
Yeah. Damn.
We come
That
back. Yeah, we come
market don't
down.
lose money for nothing.
Yeah, no, on all time frames.
Yo,
So
that
we
shit's crazy.
come back to the 50 of that bar, which is exactly at $3,000 at the
Mm-hmm.
price, and we have this type of pullback, almost an $8 pullback in 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
So waiting for a higher time frame zone to tap into would look like this on the 1 minute, and looking at this on the 1 minute, we got this bar at the low. This is your low bull.
Mm-hmm.
We close above it, tap back in, and then take
Oh,
off.
okay.
Yeah. And this is right at the edge of the zone. So our confirmation is, oh, we close outside of the zone. This is that low bull candle. It could be the low bull or the high bear, but this is at the low of the day. Unless this is broken, then we're not looking for shorts anymore. So came out, retesting, pulled back. So back at this level that we previously tested, and sometimes you can expect to see a nice pullback into the people that are long in the low of the day, and this should be our new protected low if we're going to reverse and go up higher. We'll just
Yeah.
watch to see how price moves.
Nice. So higher.
Hmm.
Broke that.
Right? So we're in this zone again.
Yeah.
Just to give perspective on this now, too. We've got 1, 2, 3 bullish 15-minute candles. And that was one swing, second, and then the reversal. So now coming back into this zone right here, if we do, this would be a great opportunity
To
to
get
continue.
involved.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if we're going to continue going higher. So we rejected from there.
That shit crazy.
Right? We're heading towards the low of this candle. And our previous range is the high created the new low. So we come towards this area, we could come back up.
Ah, it's going to the moon. Well, no, it's leaving money on the low end. I'm just gonna try to sweep all that.
Uh-huh. So let me take this off.
Oh, shoot higher. Shoot higher. I guess that swing was the new protected low.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, not that one. It can't. It pulled back and tapped with a red candle. Yeah, and the
This one
one
right
line.
here.
Yeah, it looked like that became the new protected low because it came into it and it shot up.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that sounds about right. Check this out. All right.
Took the money here.
12 p.m.
I don't see it going any lower.
You don't see it going any lower.
Mm-mm. Should break that zone. See, because we see what a new protected high is.
Yeah, we tapped into that.
Mhm.
Staying above.
Yeah, broke that one and then trade up below it. Let's see. Oh damn. Oh damn.
Now, if we do pull back to this area,
Mm-hmm.
that might be a good place to long.
Let's see.
But as we approach end of the session,
Yeah.
there it is. There it is.
Dude, that shit going.
So okay,
You see what the protected low I was talking about, right?
this one right here, right?
Uh, no, next to it, onto the left. Yeah, like right here. That's responsible for the break.
So this though made
Look
that
to the
high.
low.
Yeah,
This right here, yeah, is responsible, and they never traded below it because that now became the new protected low. Yeah,
yep,
and nothing traded below it.
that's right.
Catching this up, it's kind of we gotta really clean the noise.
That's true. And then we had that 10 o'clock news. That 10 o'clock news happened right here. That was the big
Oh, that
candle
right,
right here.
that push like that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, not bad. I mean, how you like back testing the SP tonight?
Uh, that's my first time actually. I don't even trade it.
See, sometimes every now and then I find a good setup on SP.
I trade the nails. I don't know. I
Yeah,
just never like really like trading the SP for some reason.
you know,
I don't know what it was.
I hear a lot of people say that the S&P is a great one. It has a reliable movement. So
Mm.
I'm just looking into it, just seeing for myself. And so
Well,
far, it's like,
I know it. Whenever it moves, the rest of the pairs follow. So they follow
yes,
S and P.
yeah,
If you see the S and P dropping, the Nas is gonna drop just as quick. So I know that. But when I'm looking at it from the futures thing, it's like it has a lot of like weird choppiness to it. I don't like it. Hello, can you hear me?
yeah. No,
Can
it
you hear
does
me?
get choppy. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
My microphone was muted. But yeah, it does have choppiness to it. So it's like if you're talking about like your candlesticks look a little weird, like it did today.
Uh, like when you
Yeah,
look at it in the futures, like it looks so different. It's like
it
real
does.
choppy. Cause I
So
just put it on my chart, and I was like, damn, I can't trade this stuff. I'm
so
seeing a bunch of gaps. I'm like, okay, this gap got to get closed. This gap got to get closed.
true. So I think I'm gonna share this tab right here. Oh man, there we go. I don't know if you can see it now. Yeah, you can. You can. All right. Let me go into the S&P on this one.
Mhm.
And this is just a 15-minute chart next to the 1 minute, so you can see both at the same time.
Ah, okay.
So whenever you do like a 15-minute, this indicator will show you what the 4 hour looks like. so on and so forth. But
Oh, okay, that's how you. Okay, I've been seeing. I was like, what is that?
yeah,
Okay.
that's this higher time frame candle projections.
Okay, I see.
So when you see, you have like a big push up, you can see on like the 4 hours, like, oh yeah, we're just at the top of this range right here. We could just, if we don't break this, then we get a reversal, then you
Yeah.
can get a good position for the sell. But here, let's see if it. Oh, actually, no, I don't even have that indicator on. Um, so I'll take off this one. I'll show you the difference. Indicators. No gaps candles right here.
Uh,
So change the style. Goes away. So I know on certain pairs, even like Bitcoin, you have
mhm.
these weird looking candles like this without the indicator, and then it looks a little bit better with it on now.
Yeah,
It looks normal now.
yeah, it looks a lot better.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see the huge difference in that. And I think might see a nice higher time frame setup on Bitcoin. Look at this. So we're at the end of the month.
Hmm.
Let's see, this is the 1st of June right here. Okay, I see what's going on. So May put in this high. We
Uh-huh.
got close to it, and then we've been on a downtrend ever since the 7th of June,
Hmm.
and we're still trending down. We have, oh yeah, we're getting ready to tap into a zone.
Hmm.
Whether we'll get like a small retracement from it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to break past these highs. There's a lot of people still bullish on Bitcoin, so they may think this is a cheap area, this is a buy zone. You see, we have volume down here though.
Yeah.
Before we had that massive move up, so we could fall right through it possibly. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna be watching Bitcoin this week too.
that's it. Okay.
I'm gonna be watching. I'm
What's
gonna be.
what's the difference between Bitcoin and crypto? It's the same thing, right?
Oh yeah, Bitcoin is crypto. I mean,
Okay.
think of it this way: it's like, what's the difference between the Dow Jones and indices? Dow Jones is just the biggest one. Bitcoin is the biggest crypto.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be like, people be like, crypto. I'm like, hey, I mean Bitcoin, right?
yeah. Same thing. Bitcoin, and then you got, at least on the future side, Ethereum. You can trade as well.
Okay. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
traded. I know
Ethereum.
my friend be trading Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool on that.
I mean, with Bitcoin, it moves a lot more. So you
Yeah.
can see, like with the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, we're only like a quarter of percent on the Dow Jones,
Hmm.
whereas Bitcoin's already moved 2% and Ethereum's moved 4% on the day. But it does move. They do move a lot during Asian and London.
Oh, that's when they move.
Yeah.
So I might need to start because Asia and London session. Shoot, I'll be up.
Hey, I mean, if you be up, then just look at the pairs that be moving because you already know gold moves a lot. But like the indices, I
Yeah,
don't. I don't look at them during Asia. There's some people that trade them during London though, and they do get moves during London too.
yeah.
But
You get some good moves on them during London.
yeah, yeah. Shoot,
Gold
let me
definitely be moving during London.
for sure. I mean, and
I feel
Asia
like
sometimes.
I feel like it's big move be during London.
Yeah,
It's weird because by the time you wake up, you're like, damn, gold done pushed all the way here. You missed your move because you looking at it around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's how they made the move.
Yeah, gold had a sell off on Friday,
Yep.
Yep.
and on the
I was
one hand,
literally, I literally watched it happen.
oh
I could
yeah,
have got in. You see where you have the green thing?
yeah,
I literally could got in. I just was hesitant.
yeah. That's that was the closing price of the day before. And you see with this high bear candle.
Yeah, when I saw that big candle, a lot of time what they do is kind of like pull back a little bit to get your entry, and I was hoping it did that, but it didn't even do that. It just kept pushing. So, well, can get in, leave it alone.
Oh yeah, I think I remember looking at this like, okay, are we gonna find a floor yet? And I was looking, I was like, I think the move already happened, so I moved on to something else.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like 10:30. Yeah,
I wish if it had pulled back, I would have got in, but I didn't. We didn't get no pullback, so I was
not really.
hesitant.
Yeah, you can see this was that swing up, broke above it, and just trapping people to go long at the high of the day, which was also yesterday's high, and got all this volume over here. But once we closed below, it didn't offer you any pullback.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a momentum trade right there. With
Yeah.
me, I'd rather just take the setup sometimes. But if I see this happening on a higher time frame, like
Mhm.
maybe on a 5 minute, this would have made sense just looking at it because you had no real direction from
Mm-mm.
London Open. No, that's still $14 range. You could find scalps in there, but it'd be hard for me to pick a direction. I'd just be selling it because we closed back in. Yeah.
And then price broke below, and then create a new high.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I was looking at it. It was probably in the hour. That's probably why I didn't get it too. I should have
Yeah.
to the lower time frame to see. Cause I was like, literally, I was like in my bed, like looking at price just dropping. I said, damn.
Yeah. When I saw gold moving like that, I'm like, let me see what else was happening. Because I feel like I already missed that train. You see this, yeah, the escalator up, elevator down.
Yeah.
That's what gold really does. It's like shoots and ladders. Escalator up, elevator down, or vice versa.
Yeah. You see it a
That's
lot too. It's a
oh yeah, yeah.
goes through
Especially when
all
you
those
pull it back.
patterns.
It's either that or we're gonna be in like consolidation, like a huge consolidation for a week or two.
Uh-huh. Whenever it does its big moves.
Yeah, because this was yeah, it's the high and low, $60 range, 15 days, 2 weeks.
Damn.
So you had the high and the low. This broke below, so it was like one inside week, and then breaks the low and the high the previous week before it shoots down and violates it.
What's the what's the hardest pair you think is to trade?
The hardest what?
The hardest pair to trade.
Um, in my experience, because I've taken 1 year alone just to trade gold, and there'll be some times where I'm really good with gold, and then it just throws me off. So I'd say gold is pretty difficult, especially since you know, as with many other instruments, we're at like all-time highs.
Mhm. I think that's what makes it so difficult to trade these because
Sometimes, yeah,
they're all sitting at all time highs.
right. But the thing is, if it's been trending up for the longest time, and we don't see any signs of it reversing, because we could say, oh yeah, we broke this and we're coming down, but really we could just be doing this for a couple months before we come back up.
Mhm.
We just want to make sure that we see the bigger picture and just position ourselves to where it's like, all right, if I'm wrong, I'm only like a couple pips away. But if I'm right, shoot, I could potentially ride this train, or vice versa.
Yeah.
We take out a high, take out a low, and then we're like, all right, we're just gonna hop on the train to make that direction. I mean, honestly, the same things happen on each and every single pair. It's just our ability to read price. It just moves at different times and at different speeds on different pairs. But ultimately, it's just developing that sense of, all right,
Mhm.
I see this pattern happening. And that's exactly when I'm going to put money on the table because, we could think we see something. And then when we look back, it's like, oh no, this didn't meet my rules. Just having a clear understanding of what our rules are is the key. And
Mhm.
then, you know, putting the appropriate amount of risk because you're not going to put a 1% risk on a trade that you don't think might work out. It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
So, because when we're wrong, it's like, all right, how do I avoid this again? But yeah, I think gold was pretty difficult because, especially for me, because my first year trading gold, I had the biggest trade of my career, like in the first year. I think I made like 2,500, like on that one trade, risking three
Oh,
hundred
okay.
dollars. Right? It was August of 2020. Trump was in office, and gold like dropped significantly, and I was in on a sale. So I woke up and I was like, yeah. I woke up. The MetaTrader was blue,
Booming.
right? So I was like, oh man. Uh, I went back in the next day, thinking to myself, all right, if I make a little bit more, I'll go ahead and buy myself this, that, and the other.
Mhm.
And then boom, I gave right back. So it was a good lesson
Yeah.
learned. Yeah. But yeah, definitely I've had the most experience with gold. So it's like that would be the most
I
difficult for
back
me.
tested a lot.
Yeah. And that's what's gonna help you like develop your instincts, which you already got it. You can tell when price is doing something that you don't like, and you got the awareness. Because some people would just hold on blindly to hope, enter FAFO land.
Hmm.
you know, they find out the hard way. Yeah, there's no news tomorrow, so
Yeah, I
tomorrow
saw
should
that.
be
I was like, should be a smooth trading day.
exactly. Just wait for that. Well, there'll probably be a good amount of setups coming into the day. Um, but yeah, just waiting for that 9:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
the Asia
trying to fest
session.
this. Trying to fest this. Top Step account.
Oh, the 50K.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was at 51 and then it had like a real bad like day. It dropped me back down to like I'm at like 50.
I mean, if you're at 50, just mm, I'd say, do you find yourself risking more when you're up?
Now I'll be trying to yeah. Sometimes I'll be trying to race a little bit more.
I mean, nothing wrong with that because when you're on the winning streak, you want to capitalize. But keep in
Yeah.
mind, every single trade that you get into, just imagine, you're wrong right off the bat. That just assume that the money is going off your account. You got to be okay with that.
Hmm.
Like if I was wrong 3 times and I lost $500 a day, would I be okay with that? If the answer is yes, then boom, that's risk management right there in a nutshell, like simple as possible.
Yeah.
So, we just got to decide how much money we want to spend potentially and finding the positions to where, all right, if I risk $250 right here and I get a 1 to 3, I just made 750. I'll be okay with that.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But keep in mind, you could lose that 250. So if you find like it's hovering around your break even, you're like, I'll just wait till price shows me a clear direction.
Hmm.
And hey, look, you might miss the trade, but you didn't lose the money.
Yeah.
And you learned something. Yeah. That's the type of thing that, I repeat to myself in my head sometimes when I'm in the process of trying to find a position or in a position. You know?
I mean, yeah. Uh, That's actually a good way to do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, you've got the hardest part already completed. You funded, so um, now it's just all right. Let me just go ahead and do exactly what I did before. And to pass the evaluation, you needed like 1,500. That's a good payout for the first one. Give yourself
Yeah,
1,500.
I'm trying to get that. Can't believe I did so bad this week. I was like, shit.
Nah, man, give yourself more credit because some people find themselves in the drawdown and come back Monday still in drawdown. I mean, you at break even. I mean, give or take.
I'm
You
up.
know,
I'm up $127. So
see, there you go. I mean, what you can do, just coming in because it's Monday. You know, you can split that $120 into like three trades and just build on that.
are you talking about like small accounts?
Yeah,
Small Yeah, I went.
it's small trades. Like just the all right. You taking your best setups, and if you feel like you got a good position, you can add into that. But not do the full risk like all at once, because the first trade coming back in the week. If you're wrong on the first one, you want to like put your whole profit in there. Now you're like, all right, I got to fight with this drawdown on the first day of the week. But you set up and you know what you're looking for, so you already know what type of risk that you're gonna put on the table based off of how confident you feel.
Mhm.
But you got to balance out the feeling with the logic. So if you can look at it and explain it as simply as possible. So like if you were explaining it to somebody who don't know nothing about trading, be like, look, we was over here at the high. We did this pattern. My setup is this. Boom. Simple as possible, just to keep your mind clear.
Mhm.
You know, it's muscle memory. Just like how Bruce Lee practiced that kick.
Yeah.
That's your setup. That's your setup. But yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this no gaps candle and put back on those higher time frame candles. This one. Yeah, I just personally like the
Uh,
candles to be black and white.
I used to have my candle active and they were just all black.
Like the down and up candles black.
Yeah,
Oh shoot.
because I ain't know better, so I'm just like, yo, I keep messing up because I'm trading all green. I'm trading. I'm moving off emotion off the candles, so I just made it all black.
I mean, if you could read it and it makes sense, why not?
I was trading off of there for a long time. Like it was working,
Okay, okay.
but then I switched it. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, I ain't know better. I was just
Yeah, you live and you learn.
yeah.
You
I
know.
was like, man,
So this is interesting, right? Like this is a 1 hour versus a daily, and looking at the daily, we've had this little consolidation, expansion, pullback, expansion. Now we're back over here. Um, it'll be interesting to see where we're at and on the day, because this was a narrow range day right here that closed near the low. So we're just right above the low, and we're tapping into this zone right here potentially. So if we come down here in New York and you see that we're just building up liquidity, might have a 930 reversal. Yeah, this was possible. But keep in mind, we got this zone back here
hmm
that we one, two taps. So if we do come down here, right around 9:30. That would be
Mhm.
a good one to watch.
Yeah, I think I have that set up already. Let me see. Where do I have it going? Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah, I do have it. I have the zone for that.
nice,
I
nice.
got no edit. Yes, that's how I got it. Ah, that's how I got in Friday from the
There you go.
zone.
There you go. Yeah, Dow Jones has this little area volume that we rejected from twice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got an alert up here. See,
I
these
feel
are
like
day. Hmm?
I feel like it's gonna drop. It's gonna at least take out those lows.
Yeah, like if we don't break these highs, these equal
Hmm.
highs, and this closes as a red day
Hmm.
below this wick, then a pullback continuation to this area is what I
Just
would be seeing on the higher time frame.
okay.
Yeah, but if we do get pulled back over here, I'd be looking for that,
Continue going up
that pattern if we're gonna reverse, because this would be a greater area.
to reverse.
hmm it could be the fact that we come out within this area and reject,
Hmm.
or we break past it and then close back inside with an engulfing candle, pull back, and then continue. If if we're going short, keeping in mind that we have this higher time frame sell off.
Hmm.
So
That's what I was looking at. I
yeah,
have marked. You see that little zone right there?
which one?
No, down a little bit. Yeah, right there.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
It already reacted to it. If I'm not, I don't know if it did. On my thing, it looked like it reacted to it. Oh yeah, I'm trading. I'm trading micro. That's E mini, so it might look a little different.
That should be about the same. You talking about this zone?
Yeah, it only tapped into it Friday, or it came to it on my thing.
Oh, you mean present day?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know.
I didn't reach up there yet. That's that line up there.
Huh? I think. Let me see. I believe it touched mine.
Yeah, that's that little.
Hmm.
I believe that's from that candle. Yep, not bad, not bad. Mm, anything else? I already looked at gold oil. I'm gonna just look at the previous days on oil. So oil had a reaction from like 72 last time I remember. 72 was down here. Yeah, that was that low. We broke past that high, closed above it. Now we're back inside. Did we get a pullback before we sell off? It's possible. Or we continue this uptrend. We had an engulfing candle right here that took out the high of the previous day. Big sell off. So we had a double inside day over here. See the closing price. Closed nearly at the same price. So there's a lot of people longing up high. They're underwater now. So do we let them back out of the money? Like, do they allow them to go break even before you sell off? I don't know. But this is a good level of volume right here. See that we're below these 2 days of volume very quickly. So if they weren't paying attention, they're in the red. They may wake up in New York even deeper in water. So I'll be looking at these levels coming to the screen in New York with no news. Could see that we just continue this trend right here and just create a little higher time frame range
Mhm.
before we decide where we go, if we're gonna have a deeper retracement or make new highs. Daily, and yeah, this is the daily. This would be the monthly, and yeah, I mean, so far we're just in between this low and this high. We've had there we go. We've had this right here, there
Mhm.
to there,
Took
down.
the lows,
Mhm.
taking the highs.
And this is our 50. So if we do come back down,
Oh, this is crude oil.
yeah.
I will be trading that. How is it?
So the thing with oil, um, if you see where it's consolidating,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you want to pay attention to, because out of consolidation, it'll pick a direction and it'll go there aggressively. So once you find a good position on oil and a good setup, that's one pair where you can hold on to it for an hour or two,
Okay.
and yeah, and do really good. But it is also a pair where it'll leave behind long wicks. So
Mm.
if you do become greedy, it'll come back. Just like how people bought the breakout.
Yeah.
And these are 15-minute candles. So in an hour, oh, here's this thing. So in an hour, you're up 25. Was it 25 points? Yeah, you're up 25 points. And you break past the yesterday's high, you come up, and then they come right back to smack you at break even. Or anybody that long these candles, they pull them back, and then they continue. But we're at a point where we're at the high of the month, and we broke past the previous month's high. So
Uh-huh.
really, we're just in between this high that was created.
Uh-huh. And that low.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just have to come to the screen in the morning. Every Wednesday though, every Wednesday at 10:30, there's major red news, crude oil inventories. So that's
Mm.
a good time to watch oil on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Yeah. If you look back on the charts and you look at Wednesdays, it's usually a good chance to get into a continuation or a reversal.
I never see oil news on Forex Factory.
So that's because I'll pull up Forex Factory right now. When you go into your filters,
Mm.
calendar. Oh, here we go. Energy calendar.
I can see.
So Wednesday, U.S. crude oil inventories every single Wednesday at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
So you got the metals too, where they show copper, gold, and everything. That'll be unemployment claims and all. Then you got the currencies, which will tie into the indices as well.
Yeah.
'Cause USD is, American indices. But yeah, every Wednesday on oil, 10:30.
Okay. Well, how did you get to that? Because I don't see it on my thing.
So I'll go back to Forex Factory.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I go to calendar.
calendar.
and then on the left,
Okay, you got to get a calendar. Okay.
yeah. And then the green button right here is where you can adjust your filters so you can get rid of all the other currencies or
Mhm.
any other color news. So, I mean,
We only want to
paid.
see men.
Hmm?
And I said we only want to see men.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah.
Okay, damn, I didn't even know you could see the news for the
Yeah, man.
oil and stuff. Okay. Yeah, you got all that news on Wednesday at 10:30.
Hmm.
So you wait after it to trade it?
You talking about for energy?
Yeah.
Um, let me
After the
see.
news came out, or you kind of
For what do you see at 2:30? I'm not seeing it.
at 10:30 Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'll
Yeah.
wait until after inventories.
After our return.
Yeah, yeah. It could be a minute after, or it could be like 15 minutes after. But
Okay.
you know, if you see it at like one of the levels, like previous day low, high, or closing price, or the current high of the day or low of the day, if it's
Mhm.
at an important level, then I'll be looking to get in 1 minute after the news. Because if there's a huge engulfing candle in the direction of the trend,
Mhm.
if it's within my stop loss parameters, like 10 to 25 pips, I'll
Mhm.
take it.
That's very good. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But you just got to make sure that you're at a good level. Um, we recently took out a higher low, and you can see the pattern forming. You're looking for the Nike check. You
Uh,
know it.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. This Monday, yep. Somebody speaking at 3 a.m.
Yeah, damn, I'm saying the news is light this week.
Yeah, it is night.
Yes.
So
But
nothing
this
on Monday and nothing on Wednesday, really. So this is going to be a great week.
What isn't this? This is an NFP. That's next week.
Yeah, yeah. NFP's first Friday of the month.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It should be a smooth trading day, not too crazy.
Oh yeah, you come on the screen, find your setup, take it, get a little bit of profit for the day, start off the week right.
Yeah.
If you don't see nothing, don't take nothing. You still got 4 more days in the week.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a time where you put on cruise control and you really just get selective about what you want, but not the analysis paralysis. Once you see it, boom. It's just like the jump shot. You shooting a
Mhm.
three. Sometimes you miss them, but as long as you get that stroke in, like that perfect flick of the wrist, and you
Mhm.
got your rhythm, you in tune with the market, you're gonna make them. Then you're gonna find yourself hitting the high percentage shots.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, shoot, it's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah, less losing and more winning. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, just know yourself, know your setup. If you feel like you come to the charts and you're feeling tired, I think it was one day last week where I took one trade and it was a win. I was like, you know what? I ain't sleep well the night before. Let me go ahead and get on with my day. Because
Mhm.
if I know if I kept staring at the screen and I'm tired, it's a recipe for
Yeah.
mistakes. Yeah, but I went in there just like how you had to clock in for a job. It's like, all right, I gotta go to the screen. I get positive results, and then learn to just take W.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
every day is a new opportunity.
Yeah. Just gotta be patient.
Yes, indeed. But I'll
All
see
right.
you in the morning.
See you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So it was a great little back testing session. We get to see the S&P move. So We'll do another back testing session this week before the week's over. I'll have to
All
wait till Sunday.
All right.
All right, my man.
All right.
All right, good night.
Good night.